Hello, this is To Your Health, your television and online source for veteran medical and health information from the Phoenix VA healthcare system. I'm your host, Paul Coupeau. In this episode, we'll learn how the Phoenix VA is helping to combat the growing incidence of lung cancer among our veterans. But up first is Kara Garcia, manager of the Women's Veterans Program, a program dedicated to reaching out and providing the best services and care possible to our female veterans. We talked about how the Phoenix VA is accomplishing this worthy goal. Thanks for being with us today.
Oh, excellent. Thank you for having me here today.
I know we have a women's clinic here to meet the specific needs of our women veterans. It's a growing population. What kind of things do we offer?
Excellent question. We do have our women's clinic. We opened our women's specialty clinic here in July of this last year, 2012. And in that clinic, we actually have our women's specialty services. So woman veteran can come in and get her well woman exam, cervical cancer screening, be referred for her mammogram, which we actually also have now down in that clinic as well. So it's kind of a one-stop shop for those women's specialty care services in our Amethyst clinic.
Okay. Well, I know the VA, it's very important for VA to get the word out about care for women veterans. How is the VA accomplishing this?
We do it in a variety of methods. We're looking at about 15% of all of our current active duty troops and 18% of our Guard and Reserves are now women. And so we want them to know about the services that the VA are offering for them once they transition from active duty service or veteran or Guard and Reserve status into veteran status. So we're doing a lot of outreach. We're partnering with our post-deployment team, our OEF, OIF, OND team, to let them know about their services that are available through the VA when they separate from the military. As well, we're doing a lot of active outreach, trying to go out to where we think our women veterans may be to let them know that the VA offers these services for them. We're partnering with other programs as well, like our suicide prevention team, to let them know about suicide prevention among women veterans as well. We go do outreach to various community organizations, veteran service organizations, to let them know about those services and benefits, to really encourage our women to access the VA for their health care.
Right, and I think that's a wonderful thing. I think there has been, a long-held misbelief, I guess, that the VA was just here for men. How do you get the word out specifically to women?
Is letting them know about some of those gender-specific services that we offer. So in addition to all of the services that are available for our male veterans, we're looking at primary care services, looking at the new PACT team with that patient-aligned care team. We're actually designating some of our providers as women's health providers. So really looking at doing that comprehensive approach for our women veterans. We have our mental health care services, and my role is to let women know about the services and help them navigate the system, but also to work within the VA to build capacity to serve our women veterans throughout the facility. So wherever our women go, we have services for them. If it's in primary care, if it's in mental health, if it's accessing our healthcare for homeless program, if it's our substance abuse programming, all of those types of things, working with those departments to identify those specific needs and ensuring that there's services available. The VA actually is rolling out brand new, a new number that women veterans, family, caregiver, whoever is looking for additional information can call to find out specifically about what the VA offers for our women veterans, help get them linked in, get them over to a Women Veterans Program Manager in their area to help guide them through that process.
Right. So
that's brand new to the VA.
That's an impressive list of services. Is maternity care also included?
I'm so glad you brought that up. Absolutely. For example, at the Phoenix VA healthcare system, we do offer maternity care, and how we deliver that care is actually through the non-VA care agreement with the community. So a woman veteran who is expecting can come in and get that referral to the community. We encourage all of the women, if they're throughout the state, to contact their Women Veterans Program Manager at their local facility to find out how that goes at their local facility. So we've got a Women Veteran Program Manager at the Northern Arizona VA healthcare system, as well as the Southern Arizona VA healthcare system. Veteran can call in, ask for the Women Veterans Program Manager and be connected, or they can also find that contact information online at www.va.gov and look for the Women's Health link there.
That's great. Now, how can women veterans find out about these services in their local area?
through the directly calling. They can also go online, or we also have our new hotline where women veterans and their families can find out additional information. It just rolled out. That number is 1-855-VA-WOMEN. So they can give that telephone number a call. They can either directly answer their questions and or send a referral to that local Women Veterans Program Manager, who will then reach out to ensure that the woman veteran is linked in and also that her questions or concerns have been addressed.
This is an outstanding group of women veteran-focused services, and thank you for coming in and telling us about it.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me today.
Christian Normandy is back. This time he brings us the latest information on an important component of any healthy lifestyle.
So Karen, can you tell us a little bit about stretching, when you would stretch, what benefits you can get from stretching, and maybe show us a couple stretches we can do at home?
Well, Christian, the best time to stretch is before exercises and after exercises. The reason you would do some stretching and some flexibility training before exercising, what that does is it starts the blood flowing to those joints. You just don't start with cold joints, and that prevents injuries, that can prevent soreness. So why don't we do a couple shoulder stretches? Sure. What you can do is put your hands on your shoulders like this. Just rotate those shoulders around. Very good. Nice long rolls. Try to take a breath as you come up. Take that breath in, exhale down. That extends that motion as you exhale in and out. Good. All right, let's reverse that movement. Take those arms forward.
Is there a certain amount of time we're doing this for, a certain amount of repetitions that you would do?
Actually, you want to do at least 10 repetitions.
Okay.
Very good. All right, let's extend those arms up. Get a nice long stretch on the right side. Good. Nice long stretch. Stretch those arms up. Good.
I'm just reaching as high as I can.
Just
I
reach,
can feel
just
it.
Reach, stretch out lats. All right, a good one for the lats is palms up. Going to take those hands back, pull those arms down. Good. That's a good lat stretch. Arms forward. Also works in the rhomboids. Stretch down. Good for problems with the neck. This actually is good for neck aches. Stretch it back, and last one, see if you can pull it down and nice long hold.
Taking deep breaths the whole time. Okay.
Okay, and relax. All right, let's work out the back of the leg here.
Okay.
You want to get that Achilles tendon stretched. So stretch those toes back.
Try to point the tops of my feet towards me.
Towards you, yes. Okay. And forward. Nice long cracks. And forward. Exercising doesn't have to be fast and furious.
Okay.
Nice long stretching is just as beneficial.
So if you're going to work legs out, you want to make sure to stretch your legs before that workout.
Get that nice long stretch to that Achilles tendon. Good. All right, let's hold our right leg in our hand.
Okay.
Get that ankle going. Get the ankle complex warmed up. Reverse that move. Good. Now to the left side. And reverse that move. All right, a nice stretch for the lateral obliques. You're going to take your hand, touch it to the side, put your hand over the back of the chair. Take a nice deep breath in, and as you exhale, turn to the side, elongating that stretch. Good, and come back to center. Let's try that now.
Yeah, that felt good. That felt good.
Let's try that on the right side. Deep breath in, exhaling down, and stretching all the way around.
I'm using the back of the chair to brace myself to get that good feel.
Get that
deep
good stretch.
Mm-hmm.
And come back to center. Now, a lot of times people hold their stretches for 10 to 20 seconds, but do it to your own comfort level.
Okay. And
All right.
when do you know a stretch, if you have pain during a stretch, should you stop it immediately, or is a little pain good?
Actually, the best advice is if you're feeling extreme, like a stabbing pain, just stop that movement.
Okay.
And seek help.
Who benefits from stretching?
If you're going to be doing any kind of physical activity, I would recommend that you do some stretching before and after that activity. What stretching does is it helps prevent injuries before you work out, and after you work out it helps keep you from getting sore. It helps recirculate all that blood that's pooled up in certain muscle areas. So it's good before and after exercise.
And where can people access more information about stretching and to see demonstrations of different stretches you can do?
Actually, I've found a lot of good information on YouTube. There's a lot of healthcare professionals that like to show their exercises on YouTube. You can also get things from the library or some good DVDs.
Okay, great. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I will be coming up on retirement, and the VA benefits will play a very important part in my life.
You may have earned valuable veterans benefits from your military service.
I decided that it was time to go to college and pursue my career.
I was able to buy this house.
Learn more about your eligibility, even how to apply online using e-benefits.
The VA benefits made a real difference in my life.
I wouldn't be where I am today if it hadn't been for my VA benefits.
Don't wait. Apply for your VA benefits today.
Hello, I'm Sharon Hellman, Director of the Phoenix VA Healthcare System. I thank God every day for the freedoms provided by the service of this country's veterans. I am thankful for those who've served and for the families who've allowed their loved ones to serve in protection of our freedoms. For more than 2 centuries, America's military members have preserved our freedoms by their willingness to fight for it, whatever the cost. No military member can fight forever, and there does come a time when our servicemen and women will step out of their uniform and return to live their life in the country they defended. A reporter during World War II once said, "This nation will remain the land of the free only so long as it is home of the brave." You, our brave veterans, have blessed this nation with your service, and we at the Phoenix VA want to be among the first to welcome you home. We are humbled by your sacrifice and stand by to provide you with the world-class health care you have earned.
Up after the break, we'll introduce you to a fellow vet and learn about her experiences both overseas and back here at home.
As a National Guard or Reserve member, you served your country. Now let VA serve you.
I wouldn't be here today as a successful woman without the help that I received.
Your VA honors your service by providing a wide range of veterans benefits. From home loans to job training, VA benefits can help with some of life's toughest challenges.
What's important about VA benefits is they don't just touch you as an individual. They can touch your parents, maybe your grandparents, your child.
Go to benefits.va.gov/Guard Reserve to learn more, including how to apply online using e-benefits.
I just finished a master's degree recently, and now I'm working on another degree as well. So the military made that all possible. My veterans benefits made that all possible.
No matter what the time is, apply for your benefits. You earn them. VA is ready to help you.
Achieve your next mission. Learn about and apply for your VA benefits today.
My name's Laura Bringas, and I was a corporal in the Marine Corps station in North Carolina, Camp Lejeune, with 10th Marines. I got sent out to Iraq in February of '05. I went over to Ramadi working in communications. I was there for a little bit, and then I got sent to Fallujah to do the female search team, looking for bombs or money that they're not supposed to have, anything that they could use against us. We used to convoy in and out of base of Camp Fallujah to go to the checkpoints every day because we weren't allowed to stay in the city because we were females. This day we got hit by a suicide car bomber. He ran in from an alley and he drove his truck into our 7-ton. Turned into it felt like about a 20-minute ambush. About 17 of our guys were hurt, well, guys and girls, and we lost 6 that day. Being in the Marine Corps just changed me and my life completely. I just felt like I grew more. They helped me grow physically, emotionally, mentally. I mean, to have respect for others. Then especially after going over to Iraq and my family came over, as soon as they heard what happened, they saw me at the hospital. I mean, after that, it just changes your life. Like, you just love life more and love your family more, and you just want to do more to give back. Made me love my country just a whole lot more. I came to the VA, and as soon as I came back, Pat Tooley was the first one to call me. She's the one that really helped me make sure that I got the appointments I needed. If I had surgery to get done, which I did, I came home and I never really talked to a therapist about anything that had happened just because I just thought I was gonna get over it myself, and it's like, okay, this kind of thing happened, and I got home and they were just kind of questioning me, do you want to go talk to somebody? And I just kind of ignored it all, but they were really persistent on at least getting me to try to talk to somebody, and they're there for anything. They're really great.
Welcome back. Join me now with Chef Greg as he shows us how to cook up a healthy and delicious dessert. We're here with Chef Greg Gonzalez from the Phoenix VA Healthcare System. We've already got the water boiling and we're going to do some poached apples today. Thanks for being with us.
My pleasure. So what I thought I'd share and show us today is how simple and fun it is to do poached fruit.
Okay.
Today we're going to work with doing poached apples. So what I have here is 2 Granny Smiths that I've cut in half, peeled, cut in half, and cored. And basically you take your apples or pears and you put them in liquid that you're going to simmer for about 20 minutes. Now, what you want to do is season your liquid. So this is 2 cups of water and 2 cups of apple juice.
Oh, okay.
So to that, I'm going to add a little bit of cinnamon to give it some flavoring, along with some nutmeg, and just a little bit of vanilla. Now, we'll take our apples and place them in there and let them simmer for about 20 minutes.
Okay.
All right, so now we just want to set something on top of our apples to weight them down so we keep them submerged. I'm going to use a bowl.
Okay. And about how long are we looking for this to cook?
You need approximately about 20 minutes to cook your apples. Mm-hmm. They should be fork tender with little resistance.
Okay.
Taking a fork or a knife, piercing through it.
Mm-hmm.
That will indicate when they're done.
Okay.
Our next step is now to make a raspberry blueberry mixture that I have here, sauce. So I'm going to use equal parts of balsamic vinegar and water.
Okay.
And again, stevia to sweeten it. You also could use honey, and you could add a little bit of lemon to accent the flavors.
Okay.
So we'll just put this on our berries in here, along with the vinaigrette. The water. We want this to start off, bring it to a high, so we get a simmer going, and once the simmer comes to, or once it comes to a boil, reduce it down to a low simmer, and we're going to reduce this to a nice consistency.
Okay. Now with the apples that we've got cooking, does cooking the apples change the nutritional value of them?
Unfortunately, anytime you cook or prepare vegetables or fruits in water, it leaches out some of the vitamins and nutrients of the given fruit or vegetable. But still, this is a light and healthier version of a dessert. So what I'm trying to do here is just create a dessert that's a substitute for the traditional super sweet, super fat, high artificial flavors and preservatives. Good. So that we have something that's light, wholesome, fresh, that's also fun, that the family can get involved with. So this particular dish is much lighter in calories, practically zero fat, and it's a big hit. I love it. It's one of my favorite.
Well, good. We'd like to keep it healthy. All right, these have been sitting and cooking for a little while. What's next?
Well, our sauce is ready. It's reduced and it's made a nice syrup. The apples are finished and look like they're ready to go as well. Now we'll plate. We'll get one of our apples. And we'll just place it here gingerly. And then we'll take some of this sauce and just pour it right in the center of it and let it kind of work its way down. Pour a little bit of sauce there. For just a little added touch, you can dust it lightly with a little bit of cinnamon. And then there you go.
That looks like a tasty dessert. Thank you for coming out and showing it to us today.
My pleasure. Thank you.
For more information about this recipe and other healthy eating choices, come to the Phoenix VA website at www.phoenix.va.gov. Scroll to the bottom of the page and select Resources, then click on Newsroom and Healthy Living. For many reasons, lung cancer is especially prevalent in our veteran population. I met with the Phoenix VA's Chief of Research, Dr. Sam Aguayo, to learn about some of the advanced early detection techniques and treatment options available to our veterans.
From providing care,
I served in the United States Army Nurse Corps,
to serving near the front lines.
I was the first woman ever to deploy on a Strategic Air Command deployment.
Military women have served in many roles while paving the way for others.
I lobbied for women to be on board submarines.
The veterans benefits you earned honor that service and can help with challenges you face on the home front. From job training to disability compensation to buying a home with a VA guaranteed home loan.
I'll be able to change my career and make more money and provide a better life for my family.
Find out more about your eligibility, including how to apply online using e-benefits.
I'm proud to be an Army Reserve veteran. My mission now is to help women with military service learn about their veterans' benefits.
Achieve your next mission. Learn about and apply for your VA benefits today.
Dr. Aguayo, thanks for being with us today.
Thank you, Paul.
A year and a half ago, the VA began lung cancer screening. What can you tell us about this research project?
We are very excited about the opportunity of saving lives. Too many veterans are dying from lung cancer. Every year, 8,000 new cases of lung cancer in the VA alone, and about 6,000 of those die within a year or two of being diagnosed. The main problem is that by the time we normally pick up the diagnosis of lung cancer, those patients have a tumor that is about the size of a golf ball, and the probability of them having metastasis outside of their chest is greater than 50-50. When we use chest X-ray to diagnose lung cancer, which is still the standard way of picking up lung cancer, we can see lesions that are about the size of a marble, but this still allows for about a 30% chance of having metastasis. Therefore, those patients almost never can be cured. The mortality is very high. When we talk about lung cancer screening, we talk about using a radiology technique known as chest CT, and in this particular protocol, it's called low-dose chest CT. The amount of radiation is very close to the amount of radiation used for a mammogram looking for breast cancer. With the chest CT scan, the low-dose chest CT scan, we're looking at lesions that begin at about 4 to 5 millimeters, or the size of this BB pellet, that cannot readily be detected with a normal chest X-ray. When we talk about screening, we're also talking about a very specific population, veterans who do not have evidence or symptoms of lung cancer, and generally they are asymptomatic. So our biggest challenge is to invite veterans who smoke cigarettes, who may or may not be interested in smoking cessation, but who are rightfully concerned about the negative consequences of their smoking. With the chest CT looking for lung cancer, we can make an earlier detection. We can have earlier interventions, including more aggressive counseling for smoking cessation. And if we pick up a lung cancer at that size, it is very, very likely, 90% likely, that we can do appropriate surgery and cure the patient, prevent the patient from dying from that cancer.
Why is the VA a natural place for this kind of research?
Tragically, our military culture for many years either permitted and sometimes may have facilitated the culture of smoking, not only for veterans, but tragically for some of their relatives as well. Because if your father, if your grandfather was a smoker, it's more likely that you may become a smoker yourself. So we do have an increased responsibility to tackle this challenge and to make sure we offer the latest technology and the best evidence practice to our veterans. They deserve no less than that.
What kind of percentage of lives are saved by this screening versus the other methods?
The best and most recent study was published by the NIH less than 2 years ago. It is known as the National Lung Screening Trial, the NLST. They screened over 50,000 patients, and the study itself was closed early because it was determined that after 5 years alone, and the study was planned for much longer than that, there was already a 20% reduction in mortality when patients are screened with a low-dose chest CT instead of with a normal chest X-ray. So we do not recommend any longer to screen for lung cancer using a chest X-ray. We do recommend that for people who are over 55 years old and have smoked a certain amount of cigarettes and may have other risk factors, that they do get a screen test with a low-dose chest CT scan.
Thank you for talking to us about this important program. And veterans, if you think you might be at risk, please stop into the VA and talk to your physician. That's a wrap to another episode of To Your Health. Remember, you can find out more information about the topics in today's show by going online to the Phoenix VA Healthcare System website at phoenix.va.gov. I'm Paul Coupeau. Thanks for watching.